Another week, another review and projections. I actually took a week off. I was in Vegas for 4 days, pretty much about 3.5 days, but Monday through Thursday. So I really don't know what price was doing last week. Yesterday, I jumped in the charts for a little bit of back testing and just catching up on what price did the past week. So we'll review that together and then get our projections for this week. I also got a little announcement, nothing from me personally, but if you have been using the FXN week and day separator, he has actually updated it and combined it with a sessions indicator. So it is now diddly charts, and it has a lot more you could do besides just the day breaks. And you could see here, I'm on a higher time frame, so it doesn't look quite right. But you could see it blocks out the Asian session, London session, New York session, and I mean like a high liquidity period. So if we go down to the 15 minutes, it'll be a little better to see. And then it marks out Asian high and low, as well as the middle, and then the middle of each session. But I just referenced these. It puts the high, yesterday's low, so you could already see them throughout the day. Once we took out that low, started swinging up. And then it also shows you the ADR, and I switched it to the 5-day ADR. He had it default on 21 days, but I like the 5-day. I just want like that current last week of movement. Forget all about that. Let's break down the E-mini S&P 500. Remove all drawing. So let's do the weekly so I can just kind of summarize the week. Yeah, it looks like we went down, up, and kind of closed up similar range. It does look like we have pulled back into this proportion block or order block, and the wick respected it. Body came back down right below it. So this might be an indicator we are going below this liquidity. So now we have that weekly line there. So if we do start selling off, we kind of know where our targets are. Also, this swing right here could be taken out. So let's dive in on the daily chart. Again, looks like filled in this fair value gap. We went up, down, up. We have this breaker block right here because of this taking out the liquidity there. So we went up, down, up. This took out the liquidity, so that turns this into a breaker block. So we went through it, kind of came down and back into it. Could continue to be respected, or because we violated it and took liquidity, that's also a signal of we may be continuing down. But you can see these price has been kind of chopping slowly up, but big wicks, lots of chopping, kind of unpredictable and wild. So go down to the 4-hour now. When you're down on the 4-hour though, price looks like it broke through here and it wants to come down, retest somewhere in this area. Maybe continue up, or maybe it just goes up into 50% of this wick, which is right around there. So maybe price goes up first. Once we get to that 50%, we start heading down, possibly back into this fair value gap, or just pushing below all this liquidity built up, because you could see all this liquidity taken out right here. That's a giant wick, but if there was anything here, liquidity, if people put stop losses here, taken out, then we're coming back, took this out, might come up to that 50% and then back down. That is what I'm looking for on the 4-hour. But let's go into the market overview. Now I did switch my charts back to white just because it's much cleaner. I thought Maybe this would be better on the 4 buy, so I could just kind of quickly see green or red candles. But if we zoom out, we could see these little trend lines. NASDAQ broke right above it and took off. E-mini, a little bit lagging, but it's coming. And then also the Dow Jones really lagging and did not break that trend line. The dollar also did break it. Looks like it's coming back up to test this area right here. So let's put this out. So we kind of know that area. People might be looking for a retest of this trend line, but if we get caught up, that trend line's way up here. I don't think we're gonna hit that trend line again. I think this last down candle, it's not even a breaker block, it's a mitigation block. So we went up, down, up again, and then down through it. So that last down candle, or just the swing of that, is the mitigation block. So we might tap in somewhere right at the bottom or 50% and then continue on down in the dollar, which means these are likely to continue up. This did take its liquidity. Still have a little bit to go to get to this liquidity and all that. And for the Dow Jones, we got to break out of this. We have a double top there, which is a signal that we should be breaking through this area for sure next week. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Kind of look at the markets. Did take that liquidity going up. Took out the liquidity. Took it out a little bit right there. Lots of wicks there. So, yep. I'm looking for E-mini to go up, dollar continue down. Might get a little pullback into this wick start of the week while this goes up a little bit and then we continue down. Let me put my 50% on this wick right here. So 2 areas I'm looking at. One, this was the daily breaker block, right? Yeah. So daily breaker block, let's put that in there so we know. Going down. Go down to the 4 hour. We have this fair value gap. Oop, wrong one. If you see fair value gap 2 on my chart, that's just because it's a lower time frame. My higher time frame is the orange one. I mean, really, I could put them the same color and just put lower time frame, higher time frame, but I like the color separation. It's easier for me to identify. So on the 4 hour, we're in the breaker block. On the daily, if we pull back, we're looking into that fair value gap, which will be in line with, if the dollar is going to go up, test that mitigation block, trend line, whatever which one, and then go down. That means this is going to go up and then, this is going to go down and then up. So maybe we get a test in this fair value gap. But looking on the 1 hour now, you could see the wicks have kind of cleared up everything. You know, we do have an implied fair value gap, but I don't really trade with them too much. So the only thing we could be looking for now, I'm going to take this fair value gap off. We do have this breaker block. And to be even more clear, we have the bearish breaker block and we have this bullish breaker block on the 1 hour. Again, down, up, or you could even just consider this one down, up, down. Broke this liquidity and even broke this liquidity, but we didn't punch above this one, so we're looking for this high to be broken here, and which it did, and that up candle right there, pull that out. So again, if dollar goes up, this goes down, then we say the dollar is going to continue down. That means this is going to continue higher. Maybe we take out this liquidity here, this one, or even that one. So that's my bias for this week of trading for Yes, I'm still getting back into it. If anyone's been to Vegas, all there really is to do is walk around, drink. I didn't do too much gambling, just because I don't know the probabilities, and me being a trader, you want to know the high probability trades. So I've actually printed out the the blackjack probability charts, and I've been studying that just so when I go back, I'll have a set amount to play the games with. It'll be a little more fun because they bring you free drinks when you're at the table, so that'll save me alcohol money. Anyways, hope you guys have a great week. If you guys don't know already, our final version of our trading journal is out now. The cover's a little bit different. It's just centered. I wanted to test the left align, but the center one looks better. I'm getting ready. I'm going to start mine in April, so you should order yours so you can get ready for the next quarter. And I could show you real quick what I've done in preparation. Wrote down my trading strategies here. And then I got my quarter goals marked out from April to June. And then I numbered out the calendar so I know what the date is for each day. And I'm ready to go. I'm ready for this quarter. I really like the journal. I built it to my system of journaling, and I think it'll really benefit you too. So if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, follow us on TikTok. We've been posting a lot of quick tip videos. We do, as well as YouTube shorts. But any of like those little meme videos and stuff, those are strictly on TikTok. So if you want a good laugh and all that stuff, we tie them into trading and journaling and all that stuff. So check it out and order that journal if you haven't already. Link in the description. We're also editing Becoming a Trader course right now. It is completely filmed. The resources are completed. We just need to edit it, package it up, and that'll be available for you all to take. So don't go anywhere. We got a lot coming this year. We got 2 more courses planned out. We need to start recording and editing and all that. And this is your year. Keep at it. Keep improving. And I have no doubt, I believe in you 100%. You're going to become the trader you want to be.